really happy with this season. It looks, we're really excited to see people kind of coming in to see it. Actually, there's a real selection of stuff. I mean, I don't know what you know about us at Carl Sangam, but we tend to do a lot of music and a lot of dance. Is the main kind of art forms that we look for, and we're really happy with what we've been able to bring to Bradford this time. So it starts 28th of September. We've got a really fantastic performance by Rafiki Jazz, who are going to come and show us. Now that music it has Sufi influence, it has Indian influence, it has world influence. So it's really a kind of selection of the very best music from around the world that comes there, and that starts us off. And we really go from strength to strength from that point onwards. We've got our regular poetry open mic night, which I know I've been on BCB talking about beforehand, and we get some of the best poets in the city, get to come and read their work here in front of a large audience, and it's really supportive, so that's great. We've got one of those coming up in September. Got a new monthly film night, which brings some of the best world cinema to come, and the best thing with all of these things is, as well, it's pay what you decide. So you can come and see anything that takes your fancy, and you don't have to pay anything up front, and you can pay us what you think it's worth at the end of the day.
That makes it a lot more flexible and accessible for people who are on a budget, shall we say.
It does, and we've really found that people have been able to come in and see work maybe for the first time ever at Carl Sangam because of the fact that we've got our pay what you decide ticket pricing, but also because the work that we put on, it's not your typical comedy or your typical theatre that you might see at the Alhambra or studio. Some people might look at it and think, oh, I don't know whether I'm going to like that or not, and actually pay what you decide means that you're coming risk-free, really.
Yeah, if you don't know something, it's always a bit of a risk, isn't it? If you don't know whether you're going to like it, and there's a big fee involved, and you think, it does open it up, doesn't it?
It does, and for some places you're looking at paying £60, £50 a ticket to see something that you don't know whether you're going to like or not. But actually, we're really proud of everything, and even though you may not really know what it's about when you see it written in our brochure, we guarantee it's going to be of high quality, and the feedback that we get is really positive from audiences. And our audiences are up about 60% in 2 years since we started doing all of this stuff, so it's obviously working.
And I noticed Brenda's got a baby on there.
We do, yeah, Blooming Buds. Our friends at Blooming Buds are coming. They're going to America to present the show over there, and they were really keen to have a performance in Bradford where they could show what they've learned over there. So as well as the performance of Brenda's Got a Baby, you can then stay afterwards and hear them talking about their experiences in America and what they've learned and how that company's grown. And straight after them, the following week after them, in the middle of October, we've got Bradford's Freedom Studios, who are doing a run of 2 new works by British Asian women writers, which is going to be fascinating, I think. So, yeah, there's a real local flavour to it, as well as bringing some of the kind of best in world and international talent to the stage.
And maybe something a little unusual as well, because you've linked up with the Police Museum, I see.
We have, yeah. That kind of came out of the blue. We were talking to the Police Museum about how we might work better in partnership. So we were talking to them about what we might put on. And originally we were talking about putting on a display and exhibition of some of their kind of costumes and their uniforms and their historical artefacts that they've got. But then it turned out that the year that we're in now is the 550th birth anniversary of the Guru Nanak, and one of their employees was really keen on presenting an exhibition of rare Sikh artefacts, and there's the Sikh weaponry in there and holy religious images, and that's going to be a really fascinating exhibition actually for put on. And one of the things that we've really tried to do over the last couple of years is make sure we're working in partnership with other Bradford-based organisations. So as well as them, we've got our second Poetry Open Mic Night in December is in partnership with the Bronte Parsonage. So we're working together to do then poetry, but that's all around the same themes of travel and movement.
Well, certainly a lot on offer there. I'm sure we could talk for a lot longer on this. And there's so much to look forward to. If people want to find out more, because there's a lot of information there to absorb, where can they find the information?
Just go on the web, so carlasangam.org, or search for us on Facebook or Twitter, and you'll be able to download your own copy of our brochure. Or if you're in the city centre, we're just between the Broadway and the Cathedral, so just call in and grab a copy for yourself.
Absolutely. So, a lot to look forward to there. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of people going along, finding out and experiencing new things. Thank you very much for joining us. That's Alex Croft there, the creative director at Carla Sangam, as they're launching their new season. And